Welcome. This is Planetary Commentary, Episode 1, and today we will be talking about how to register and how to vote as a naturalized citizen. Boom. Did you know that 1 in 10 eligible voters in the U.S. are naturalized citizens? This is true. Out of the 241 million eligible voters, people over 18, in the U.S., 24 million of those are naturalized citizens. I'm talking people born in Brazil, people born in France, people born in Nicaragua, Haiti, people that came here, stayed here long enough, and through this, that, or the other, were able to become naturalized citizens. They pledged allegiance to the flag, and now they're able to vote. Yet, they vote at a much lower rate than the natural citizens. I'll give you some examples. In 2022, only 41% of naturalized citizens voted, as opposed to 51.8% of natural U.S. born people. This is according to the census. You can go look it up. Just Google census. It's all there for anybody to see. In 2020, it's even worse. 67% of natural born U.S. citizens voted, as opposed to 54%. That's a 13% difference. That's 13% less naturalized citizens voting than your natural U.S. born American. And that's silly, because why would you work so hard to become a citizen and then just waste the opportunity to exercise your rights, right? Why would you pay thousands of dollars, waste days, hours, months going to court, wait, hoping just to not use your rights? It's silly. So my goal today is to help those naturalized citizens figure out how to register to vote so that they can vote, because it is not just our right, it is our responsibility to vote. And hopefully this allows at least one person to take a step toward that goal of voting as a naturalized citizen. On November 23rd, 2023, I became a citizen of the United States of America. And that was one of the proudest moments of my life. Years of working towards this goal all came to fruition with a pledge, and that was awesome. But beyond telling me that if there was a war I had to fight, no one really explained much about the democratic process in this country to me. They were basically like, there's a war you gotta fight, and here's how you get a passport. But no one was like, hey, here's how you register to vote. Here's how you get your this, your that, your driver's license. No one explained any of that. And as a natural Brazilian, as a person born in Brazil, I know how important it is to vote, because I know what it's like to not have the opportunity to vote. Coming from a country littered with like authoritarianism, colonialism, military coups, right? Like in Brazil today, like to this day, you have to vote every 2 years. If you're over the age of 18, if you're between the ages 18 and 70, you have to vote. Voting is mandatory, unless you're like too sick to vote or something like that. You have to go vote. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, me included. In Boston, I had to go vote for the Brazilian president 2 years ago. So voting is very important because it allows people to voice their needs. And being honest with you, the people in power don't want you to vote. People in power don't want you to vote. They want as little people as possible to vote so that you can control those votes and so that you can control the outcome of the elections. Being Brazilian, I just know how easy it is to lose that altogether. So this is why this is a goal of mine, to help naturalized citizens, much like me in Massachusetts, help learn how to vote, help register how to vote, help figure out how to vote early so you don't have to take work off, so you can just do your thing and, have your voice heard. So going vertical for a second, because I need to show you guys something. So literally, I'm, how do I flip the screen? So this is how easy it is to register to vote. You literally just Google how to register to vote. Boom. How to register to vote. first, choose state, right? I'm in Massachusetts. You can change state and register in the state that you're in. Boom. First link. Click. Register. Are you a United States? Are you a citizen? Yes. Are you at least 16? Yes. Do you have an ID? If you're naturalized, you obviously have an ID because you had to have an ID to become a citizen, to go from green card holder to citizen. So yes, you have one of those. Boom, fill this out. They give you a sheet of paper to print out that you can print out, and you just bring that to your local city hall so that there's no voter fraud. So registering to vote as a naturalized citizen is really easy. It only takes 2 steps. You have to go online. Well, technically it could be done in 1 step, but if you're lazy, like I am, it takes 2 steps. You go online and you literally Google how to register to vote. Click on the first link and it'll ask you like, hey, name, all that. It'll print out all your information. And step 2, you bring it to your city hall of the city you live in, and you show them, and they watch you sign, so they know you're you, so there's no voter fraud, right? The people that complain about voter fraud, there's no voter fraud involved in this, okay? I just scooted to the Malden City Hall. It is literally across the street from the Malden Center Station, and I'm gonna register to vote in here. Let's see how we do it. Hi, I'm Ian. I'm here to register to vote.
So you can go right up to the city clerk on the 2nd floor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm here at the Malden City Hall. It's a beautiful building, and I brought the forms that I showed you guys how to print out. Morgan, is it?
Yes, my name is Morgan.
Hi, Morgan. Morgan was telling me that this isn't how people usually do it. That usually they do the process without having to do this. So if I'm a naturalized citizen, do I have to bring this to get registered?
So you can mail it in, you can bring it in, but yeah, you do have to bring in the forms to get registered.
Do you guys have these forms here, or do they have to be?
We do have forms here that you can fill out. It is easier for people to go online.
It does it all for you, yeah.
But sometimes you don't have access to a printer, so we do have the forms here.
Awesome. Okay, good to know. And then what's the next step? You need my ID?
So, no, actually, you provided your ID number here, so you're all set. We just need you to date and sign the form, and then we're good to go.
Okay, today
Is the 16th.
10, 16, 24.
Okay. So now we're going to take your form, we're going to process it in our VRIS system, our voter registration information system, and we're going to register you to vote, and then we're going to mail you a letter saying that you're registered to vote, and it's going to have your polling location where you go to vote in person at the bottom of that letter. So
thank you so much, Morgan.
When you get that acknowledgement notice, you'll know you're good to go.
Sweet. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I got some stuff in the mail from Malden. Let me cover my... Yes. From Malden. And some more here. And I think these are my voter registration card and my mail-in ballot, which I'm very excited to take a look at. Now, mail-in voting is cool and all, especially if you are a busy fella. You know, as many naturalized citizens are working class who are unable to take a whole day out to vote. By the way, in Brazil, they make voting day on Sunday, as you obviously should. Voting day is Sunday, so everyone can go. That's why in Brazil, close to 90% of eligible voters vote every year, as opposed to in the US, where it's around 60-something% on presidential years and around 50% on midterm years. And I think those numbers are abhorrent. Which one's this? Oh, this is in Mandarin. Okay, this is the vote by mail application. Okay, so this one I already did. Okay, so this is cool. So when you go register to vote, they send you the vote by mail application. This vote by mail application, you can sign. You can also just do it at City Hall, and that's why I got 2 letters. This first letter is, allowing me the choice to mail my vote. I should get one of those little fancy knives. Oh, I just broke a pen. Whoops. I should get one of those little fancy knives that they use. Hey, here it is. Hey, look at that. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Wow, it's so fancy. Yeah, this is it. This is vote. This is how you vote. I could do it right now. I'm not gonna do it on camera, but I'm just showing you guys. This is indeed it. And then these are the questions. Question 4. Yes, vote by mail instructions. Very important. Vote by mail instructions. They'll also tell you where to go. I think they should tell me where to go here. Should be here somewhere. And then, I can mail it back, vote by mail, or I can just drop it at the city clerk. But, early ballot envelope. Yes, and the U.S. Postal Service recommends mailing your ballot at least 1 week before Election Day. So, it was that easy, guys. It's that easy. You go on the internet, you type in register to vote, you click on the first link, you put your information, you bring it to the City Hall. They'll have it there if you're too lazy to do that. And then you get this in the mail. And then you can vote at home. You don't even need to take Tuesday off. You don't even need to take Tuesday off, okay? You just do it. Just do it, okay? Think about your kids. Think about people who can't vote, right? I was one of those people who couldn't vote for the illest time, and it made me sad. Think about those in countries that can't vote. Think about those in China where there's literally one party. You know what I mean? Think about the illusion of the vote even in a 2-party system. Think about how your vote could be the catalyst to change. And voting is not the entire gig. It's only the first step. The goal is to organize, unionize. The goal is to make sure the country does not fall into authoritarian regime, right? Like, because no matter if you're, unless you're into that, in that case, don't vote. But, the goal is to make sure that we all live in a peaceful society and help each other as a community. So I honestly don't care who you vote for, as long as you do vote, right? That would make me happy to see 90% of people voting in the US. That would be sick. Imagine that. That would be incredible. But it's never going to happen unless we start, unless we talk and communicate and vote, be that for president, senator, register of deeds, vote for the questions, research the questions, research top 5 policies of the people that you're voting for, the people that are going against them, and just try your best. That's it. This was Planetary Commentary, episode 1. We'll be back.